Welcome to our sneak peek into coaching. Myself, Izzy, Sarah, and Heather are going to cover off everything you need to know about becoming a wellness influencer, our whys, how we got into wellness influencing, and literally everything you need to know about being a wellness influencer on our incredible global team, Team Hustle and Heart. So, to start with, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about our whys, which are hugely important to us. Certainly, Sarah and Heather have really strong whys, and they're going to talk about their journey into wellness influencing and why it is so important to their life. And Heather is going to start. So Heather, kick off.
Hey guys, I'm so excited for you to join us. I'm going to share kind of what I do. I'm an OB/GYN resident, and this opportunity has really given me the ability to make my hobby of health and fitness into something so much more. A little bit of background. I grew up super active in gymnastics and cheerleading throughout college, high school, all of that. However, after college, when I started medical school, I became super stressed. I ate horribly, and mentally, I was just in a really crappy place. I wasn't sure if I could do it, and I had a ton of self-doubt. And that's kind of when I stumbled upon Insanity, and I completely fell in love with the workouts. Mind you, this was about 3 years ago, so I've been kind of doing this off and on for about 3 years. I just found my outlet for stress was sweating it out and really doing something good for my body. But when I started residency last year, I kind of felt myself leaning back into those really unhealthy tendencies. I had quit working out. I was eating hospital food and tons of sweets just to get me through the shift. And residency in general can be really isolating because you work so many hours and you're so stressed out. A lot of times you just feel alone, and that stress really kind of builds on. So I knew I needed help, and I knew I wanted to do something more. I was telling patients how to be healthy, but I was not doing that myself. So I stumbled upon Izzy's wellness influencer post, and I thought maybe this would be cool, something that could keep me accountable. And I really haven't looked back since. Like, this business has given me the opportunity to connect with so many women that just support and motivate each other to become the best version of themselves. I'm literally so thankful every day that I took this plunge. I wake up excited and ready to go. Not only do I get to work in women's health full time, but now I also get to motivate and inspire women part time to achieve their goals. And it has truly been amazing.
Thank you, Heather. It's been a pleasure having you, and still is very much so. We love having Heather. And so Sarah is going to move on and just explain a bit about her background and why she loves what she does in our team.
Hi, everyone. So I started coaching a few months ago, and I was actually familiar with the programs because I was doing them for quite some time. Before pregnancy and actually during pregnancy and after pregnancy, which I'll touch on in shortly. So my sort of background is I was in the corporate world. I was in the travel and events industry for over 5 years, working my way up through the business, becoming events and marketing manager, which I absolutely loved. Like, the people that I was working with was like fantastic. Everything about it I loved. I was accomplishing so much with networking, meeting amazing people. But when I got home, there was something that was missing. I just wasn't totally satisfied with what I was doing. And the long hours, working late in the events, and just giving all my energy to a corporate world, I don't think was for me, if I'm totally honest. I was just going with what my gut was saying. Something wasn't right. So I had to really think about it, and I just felt I was being restricted, basically. So then I actually started and still have a corporate cake company, Sprinkled Magic, which has been going for about 9 years now, delivering branded cakes nationwide, which is still going. Absolutely love it. It's still going well. But even then, I still had more to offer. And I thought to myself, what is another passion of mine that I have that I absolutely love? And that's health and fitness. I've been an avid fan of fitness throughout my whole life, really, and it's just in my family. And I just love helping people, and I just want people to have the same buzz that I get from doing sport. And it doesn't have to be, a long time for you to exercise. So then I decided to become a personal trainer about 2 years ago, and actually that's where I met Izzy. which was really exciting when we did our level 3 personal training, and we did all that together. And then from on to that, I became a spin instructor and a circuits instructor. And then I went to actually specialise in anti and postnatal exercise, because I knew that that would be beneficial for when I had kids in the future. So then, moving down the line even more, I became a mum, and my son who's now 8 months old, which is really exciting, and it's just the most incredible thing that ever happened to me, having my boy. Like, literally, it's just amazing. But what I have noticed since being a mum is when I encounter with different mums every day, is the amount of them that say how that they're struggling to get their pre-baby body back. And the fact that they haven't got the time, they haven't got the motivation, they haven't got the drive to achieve this. And I thought to myself, no, all of those are merely excuses. Like, you have got the time, you have got the drive, you have got the motivation, you're just not doing it. It's very simple. So it was then that I started another business that I've got, which is Mum Fit London. So basically, we offer group training and also remote training, which is what this is. And it was then that I reached out to Izzy and asked about the platform that she was using, because I thought that would be perfect for busy mums and also corporate women as well, who have busy lives. And I just wanted to basically show mums and corporates that everyone does have time to exercise and that they can become a better version of themselves without any excuse. It's very simple. So I found that through coaching, I can provide women with the same expertise and instruction as they would during any face-to-face session if they were doing personal training, but they haven't got to go to a gym. There's no faff of going to the gym, no faff of arranging childcare, of getting there, having a shower. All of that takes too much time, and we are all so time poor. So I then also decided that that doing this journey was just the thing for me, basically. So since doing it, I've not only changed physically, but also mentally. I mean, the mental development and transformation has literally been incredible. And it's just so rewarding, the fact that I can help other women along the same journey. And the most amazing thing is I can do this from anywhere. So my husband will be doing lots and lots of traveling with his job, and I'll be able to go with him. I will never not want to work. I'm always going to work regardless. And this will basically allow me to work from anywhere, and I can just do what I want, which is amazing. So yeah.
Thanks, Sarah. Thank you. Yeah, and it is amazing listening to these whys. Like, you know, we have Sarah, who's obviously a personal trainer. She comes at it from the kind of fitness and you know, marketing perspective, and then we've got a doctor, and I come at it from a different perspective as well. And before I go on to my why, I will just explain that we have literally a broad spectrum of people. They're not all fitness. We have nannies, we have people in the army, we have army wives, we have servers, you know, you name it. We're a real amazing mix, a global team with the same energy and vibe, and that's what's really important to us. So I'll just go on to explain my why. So my background is corporate London. I had a real estate career for 10 years. I did a history and politics degree. I got made a director age 30. I set up and ran a multi-million-pound office from 1 member of staff to 8. And then I had my little boy, and the 2-hour commute each way literally nearly killed me. And I got signed off work with anxiety. And it actually reached a point for me where I was rock bottom, and I turned around to my husband one night and said, I can't do this anymore. And my son was 9 months old, and I genuinely, there just was no way back. There was no way I could continue that corporate career. And much like Sarah and Heather, fitness for me has always been a part of my life, although a lot of the influences on our team, it hasn't been. But I was a hurdler and gymnast. So for me, like, exercise was always something that really helped me with my mindset. At a time when I was super vulnerable, I decided that I was going to turn to a fitness and nutrition career. So I trained as a personal trainer. It's where I met Sarah. And then I set up my Instagram, and I came across this opportunity, much like you're learning now, via an Instagram post. And I just wanted to learn more about it. And my coach, Mackenzie, just spoke about what it was. To be honest, I didn't entirely understand what it was, but I always trust my gut. And there was something about her energy and this global team of working on our health, fitness, and nutrition in this kind of like-minded community that I just had to do it. And I made the decision there and then. that I wanted to become a part of this team. And so for me, it was very much for my own health, actually. It wasn't that I saw this as a business opportunity at the time. I knew the programs. I loved one of the programs. So I was like, I'm in, I'm doing this. And I ran it alongside the PT. But what has absolutely kind of astounded me is that this has become my full-time career. I don't actually do any PT classes anymore. I don't teach classes, because the ability to be able to help women on a really broad scale is far greater, number one. But number two, they're actually the women who really need our help. In my opinion, the ones that make it to the gym are not the ones who are really, really struggling. And when you change somebody's life to a point that often it's to do with not the physical, it's the mental. They're so broken that they wouldn't go into a gym. And then they start doing this program with you, and it changes their life. And it's changed my life. I certainly had massive confidence issues. I was kind of an introverted extrovert. And as Sarah touched on, the amount that I've learned about myself and the ability to just be confident in a situation like this was never something I could do before. I literally used to get up on stage in front of loads of people to talk about my corporate property business, and I would literally shake. And it's literally like all of the weight of the world has come off my shoulders. And so now this is literally my calling. But not only that, I just want to touch on the fact that this is an opportunity without limitation. The opportunity to earn and have life on your own terms is literally without limit. And so for me, like, I had a 6-figure salary, and this is what this will be for me by the end of 2020. And so I want to have a holiday home in Barbados. I want to have all those things for my family, and I want my son to go to a certain school, and I want him to have that career and that life that I never had growing up because we couldn't afford it. And I know through this opportunity that he's going to be afforded that life doing, with me doing something that has given me more purpose than I've ever known, because I know that I'm acting with integrity and I'm helping women who really, really need our help. So that's our whys. What we would like to hear at the end of this call, if you're wanting to move forward, is we would love to understand why you would want to do this. Because for us as a team, it's really important that, you don't have the same journey, but you've got a similar vibe, that you really want this. Because we will just take 5 girls each into our mentorship next week. And that will be based upon what your why is. So either email us or send us a message on Instagram or Facebook explaining your why at the end of this call. Okay, so that's our whys. And we're just going to go on and explain, what the heck is this thing? Like, what is it? How does it work? When do we do it? Where and why is what we're going to cover off. So to start with, Sarah is going to talk about the to start with, I'm going to talk about the who. So who are we? We are an incredible team of over 200 coaches based globally in Canada, America, and the UK. We have the same vision and desire to help women transform and revolutionize their lives by following a healthy lifestyle together. That's what it's all about, teamwork. We want you to understand that this team is in the top 0.04% of all coach teams. And so we're quite motivated, driven, and we want you to understand that this is a team that has a lot of passion. We have a lot of vision, and we want you guys to dream without limitation and be determined and resilient. That's what's really important to us in terms of the who of this team. And now Sarah will go into the what.
So what it's all about, it's about sharing our fitness and nutrition journey on social media, inviting other women to join us along the way. So you firstly start by working on your own health and fitness, and that is the main thing. Number one is always you, without a doubt. And then you can run your own remote boot camps and get other people to come in and join in. So further down the line, you'll build your team with other capable coaches. And you basically will be picking a workout program from the incredible remote platform of over 60 complete workout programs. And there's dialed in guided nutrition on each one. So whichever program you choose, you'll be able to document your health and journey through social media. It's literally amazing.
Thanks, Sarah. And now Heather is going to cover the when.
Okay, so what is one of the coolest parts about this business is that you can pick your hours. This is completely customizable to fit your schedule. So kind of like I talked about earlier, I have a super demanding full-time job. So I work this business part-time. Sometimes I do things on lunch, sometimes I do things at night, sometimes in the morning, just depending on when I can get to it. Some of these ladies, like Izzy, works this completely full-time. And we have tons of moms like Izzy and Sarah on our team who support each other through their super busy lifestyles. So it's really nice that you can just make this opportunity fit whatever kind of lifestyle that you want to lead. And what's also really cool is that it's just you sharing your journey for a healthy lifestyle through social media. It's not a script. It's not that you have to post at certain times throughout the day. It's you and you sharing your passion for health and fitness. So you get to just let your personality shine through. And it comes so naturally once you find that genuine passion to help inspire other women, and you'll be excited to see how far you're coming. So want you to know that this can be done part-time or full-time, whatever you want. And really all you need is just about an hour or so a day.
Yeah, that's perfect. And I think that's exactly what Heather just said. It's as much or as little as you want. We have full-time working moms, we have people that have built this up to full-time like me, and we have people that do a mixture. That's the joy of it. I love it. So thank you, Heather. And then Sarah's going to cover the where.
So the media that wellness influencing takes place is all through social media. You'll be doing the majority of your work and business building through Instagram. And then Facebook is where we learn, we share, and we connect with a host of our boot campers through the group feature on Facebook. So it's literally, you can take it anywhere you go. If you're traveling, if you're at home, if you're on the beach, literally anywhere. It's amazing.
Perfect. Thanks, Sarah. And then the why, which we covered, but Heather's going to cover the why.
Yeah. So this is down to you, and this is personal for you. You need to know your why, though, because it's what keeps you pushing when times are tough. When you get really busy or stressed out or you're not happy with your results, you have to dig deep and remember why you started this in the first place. This is a business that you have to work every day as an entrepreneur. And if you're not clear on that why, then you're not going to dig in when you need to. So we kind of explained what ours were. And like we showed, there's so many different whys in our group. We come from all areas and just all walks of life, which is really amazing. But is your why strong enough to motivate you every day? And that is what we need from coaches we recruit in this incredible team. So like Izzy said, share your why with us. We're so excited to hear them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of the most important of this entire call. And so now I'm sure you're all kind of burning and dying to know, how do we actually earn money with this thing? Like, how does it all work? So first of all, I just want to say, like, if you aren't clear on your why and like you don't have a burning passion to help others, you aren't going to earn any money, because it has to come from the heart. And I think what you will have understood from the way that Heather, Sarah, and I talk is that we're super passionate about what we do. And obviously, to start with, that's, you're just going to be on your own journey. You're going to be finding that passion, and that's fine. But how well you do out of this business is about how hard you want to work. And we need you guys to have a genuine passion for what you're doing to help others. And if you're super passionate about helping others on their wellness journeys, your ability to earn in this business, as I said earlier, is going to be absolutely endless. So there's 4 ways that we earn, essentially. So commission. Commissions are earnings which are directly linked to how many people we are helping on their wellness journeys. And beyond this, it's about you being your own girl boss, building your own team of wellness influencers. In time, it may well be just for the first bit, you're just helping those people get started on their journeys. That's how it started for all of us. And then as you start to build your team further down the track, you will earn residual income. So for every girl you help, you'll get 20% of the commission for the price that they sign up for. But we do want you to think bigger than that. As I said, it's very much, it becomes a huge business when you think about residual income. So I'll go on to talk about that. Residual or passive income is when you become a team builder. So you're setting up your own team. You're teaching them to replicate exactly what you're doing. And we then, through that system, we're helping hundreds and thousands of women, all whilst working remotely from Canada, America, UK. Like, we're on a global call right now, as you can see. And often what happens is that people get started on the journey just as a customer, which is kind of how Sarah got started actually, and Heather. They just got started as a customer, and then they find out in time they want to become a coach. And they can often make really great coaches because they understand the programs before they become coaches too. So residual or passive income, you can imagine, like, I might go on holiday for a week, but my girls and my team are still kind of working, and they're working the business, and they have regular customers and coaches, which means that I'm earning even when I'm doing nothing. So when I was doing my PT classes, the thing that I found super frustrating was that if I was ill, or my clients were ill, or they were on holiday, I didn't earn anything. That's the issue with being self-employed. But this is self-employed while still being able to earn consistently, whether or not you're away, which is just insane. And then the bonuses, the opportunity for bonuses are huge, and you can earn bonuses right from when you start, which we will go into the details of if you're successful in joining our team. And then as you build and grow, the opportunities for bonuses are huge. I'm currently UK #1, and I lead this team. So for me, I lead this team helping girls replicate exactly what I'm doing. So it's super, super exciting opportunity for you guys to be led in a way that means that you are able to build your business. And trips. Now, I can't really enthuse about this enough. I've literally just got back from the Bahamas trip, which was a cruise, all expense paid, with my husband and my son and all of the other top wellness influencers in our company, which is super amazing. There's Coach Summit, which is every single year. But the opportunity to earn a trip is super, super easy. And so we will go into the details of that nearer the time. So that's the Success Club trip that happens once a year. And that is based on like you helping other people on their journeys, as we've said. And you can take your other half and your family. Like you could have 3 children. You could go with your entire family. It's crazy. And what I will just say is that some of you might be used to clocking in and out of your job, but this is completely different. You're an entrepreneur. You create your own schedule, and what you put in now will pay off further down the track, so that you're building that passive income. And how hard you work is up to you. You know, as Heather said, like she works 70-hour weeks, quite a lot, because she works full time. But what we found is that Heather's super successful because she's super efficient with those small pockets of time that she uses, because she's driven and because she's got a strong why. So the cost to invest in your own business, this is the craziest thing of all, is the same price as if you were to sign up as a customer, which just seems crazy to me when I think about all of the social media training that I've had. I know that Claire, who I run this team with, she paid $1,000 for a social media training, and literally she had 0 success in a year. She paid for this and literally signed up 8 people within her first month. So it's crazy. And I made back my investment within the first couple of weeks. So if you want to, build your own house, match your income, replace your income, or just pay for the amazing superfoods that we have, you can do whatever you want to do with this business. It's up to you. And literally we get paid weekly, which has been amazing for me, certainly. Like, just to know that I've got that money coming in every single week has been incredible. And just kind of as you build, and then as you go more full-time like me, I get paid every week, which is just crazy. So the Q&A, I can't remember who we said was going to lead question number 1. Okay, Heather.
So question number 1, and this is a pretty big one. What was your biggest fear as a new coach, and how did you overcome it?
So my biggest fear as a new coach was literally like, how the heck am I going to post on social media? I had 0 social media training. I didn't want my friends to see me. I was super scared of what they'd all think. And how I overcame it was that I just dived into this incredible 20-day training that we have with our own encrypted website. Literally, it's like doing a social media degree. And I got such support from my team that I just went for it. And honestly, facing the fear and doing it anyway was the best thing I've ever done. As I said earlier on in the call, like, I had gone through life actually really quite scared and lacking confidence. And literally this has done so much for me. And that training just gave me so much confidence. So that's definitely how I overcame it. I literally started with 150 followers and now I have like 7,000. It's crazy to me. Yeah.
So yeah, what company do our weekly paychecks come from?
So the weekly paychecks come from Beachbody. I don't know whether you've heard of it, but it's literally the most insane company. Like, I had heard about it because I'd done Insanity, and much like Heather had. And when I heard it was Beachbody, I was like, sign me up, because I knew the programs from a kind of personal training perspective were the best available on the market. So yeah, Beachbody, and they reward us like incredibly. It's amazing.
So next question is, how much is it to sign up for the full training and to join the team?
So for the full training, it's literally a one-time payment of 160 US dollars, 160 pounds, or 186 Canadian dollars. And literally, as I said earlier, like Claire, my success partner, she paid £1,000 for an online coaching course and literally got nothing from it. So with this, you're not just getting the coach training, you're getting the Netflix of workouts, you're getting your own unique login. There's over 7,000 individual workouts. It unlocks the whole thing for you, so that you've got that tool to use to help others with. You get a full meal plan. You get 30 days worth of the most incredible, dense superfood nutrition. And no, it's not a protein shake, because it's got less protein than protein shakes. It's superfoods they've sourced from around the world. And literally, as a nutritional advisor, I've some of those superfoods I've never even seen the name of. You get access to our coach Facebook group, which is the team that I lead, Hustle and Heart, which is ongoing professional training. So you're going to get access to the initial 20-day training, but you're going to get access to your mentor, your coach, whoever invited you in here, for life. You're going to get access to our team page. You're going to get the freedom of time and freedom financially. And yeah, I mean, as I said, it's truly priceless. Someone said to me the other day, like, what is it you wish you'd known when you started that you didn't know? And I said, the power of the opportunity. Like, I had no idea just how much the 160 was going to get me. And I was saying, like, I would pay 10 times what I have to be where I am now. It's totally crazy to me. And as we said earlier, the cost to invest in your own business is the same as if you enrolled as a customer, which is it's just crazy.
And I've just got one other question for you. Are there any ongoing payments?
Yeah, so there's one ongoing payment, and that is literally the business fee. It's $15.95 a month. That's dollars or pounds, or Canadian, I think it's $18.99. And that literally gives you the access to all of your back office, all of your coach office, all of the marketing tools, everything you need to run your business. It includes earnings, bonuses, clients, training, everything you need. So it's super crazy what you get for that, $15.95. And I think essentially that's it, unless the girls have anything else to add. We have just been so privileged and honored to have you with us, listening to us. And as we said at the beginning, if you want to join the team for our next mentorship, which will start on Monday, what we need to do is hear from you guys as to why you want to do this, why you want to be part of this incredible global team, Hustle and Heart. And we cannot wait to hear from you. But don't delay, because the spots fill super fast. And it's been such a pleasure to talk to you guys. So thank you so much. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.